HelloGreedo. Can't stay today but hope everything's good and have a good stream, man. May the force be with you all.
Hey Vince, I appreciate that, man. It's actually me and my wife's anniversary, our wedding anniversary this weekend. My daughter is staying with my parents Saturday night. Me and my wife are having a night on the town, the first time in a long time. I appreciate that, Vince. Thank you so much, man. I don't even know, can you hear me over the music? We got a minute and a half to go. What's going on, everybody? 0. We'll go for launch. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for like 30 minutes or so. It's going to be a short one. Let me know if the music is too loud. I'm always a little rusty now when I do these live streams. I feel like I've only done maybe 3 live streams in the past 2 or 3 months. And maybe 1 video in that time frame as well. Most of you guys know what's going on with the life, so I appreciate everyone's patience. It's been fun for those of you who know. But Vince and Sully, good to see you guys. Thank you so much. Vince, I don't know if you heard me during the spiel talking over the music, but I appreciate that, man. And Sully says, happy anniversary to you both. Thanks, man. I still am under the weather. It is crazy. It's not COVID. It's the product of being in EMT firefighter school and also having a daughter in preschool. A lot of germs bouncing around constantly, man. I feel like I have not been well in a year since my daughter started going to preschool. It's crazy. That being said, Sully, I appreciate it, man. It is me and my wife's anniversary this weekend, and my parents are babysitting. She's staying the night. My daughter's staying the night. Me and my wife are having a night on the town, the first time in a long time. And whenever we do that, we usually bounce around various breweries and go get a good meal. It's always a good time, man. But I appreciate that, Sully. We will put that in the cocktail fund. How about that? Thanks, man. And Roger, Sully, Rednax, Yoda, what's up, Yoda? The Last Jedi, Alex Dunn, Alexander, Star Wars Re-Edited, William Spencer, Cobra Commander, Star Wars Re-Edited, Slow Snail Studios. Welcome, one and all. What's new, man? I'm so out of the loop with everything. What's been going on in Star Wars world? Yeah, like I said, I'm completely out of the loop. Dude, I have not even watched the Bad Batch trailer. That's how out of the loop I am, man. I haven't really been paying attention to much. That being said, I got one of the coolest things I've ever, so there's a few Star Wars things that I hold near and dear to my heart. Like my full suit of Stormtrooper armor, right? Also my Dave Prowse autograph. There's things like that. My Cal Kestis custom lightsaber that EA sent me. There's certain things that are unique, one of a kind. This extremely unique thing that I got sent. Let me post a link to it on my Twitter. It's a Mayfeld Bill Burr action figure made by Wicked Joyful. If you click on my what I just posted in the chat, the link, you will find exactly what I'm talking about. This thing is sitting on my desk. I have new shelves, and I'm meaning to put up in the office, and it's gonna find a home there. But dude, it's like the coolest thing ever. I love it. So that's basically the only Star Wars thing I've thought of in a long time. But anyway, where you headed? Oh, for our anniversary, we're just hanging out. What the hell is going on with my internet? Can you guys still hear me? Can you still hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me, because it says that I'm sending no data to YouTube. Really? You can still hear me? Weird. Alright. Strange. Yeah, it says I'm not sending any data to... Now it says excellent connection. Weird, man. Okay. Alright. Anyway. Arco, good to see you, man. And Sapity, thank you guys both so much for the super chats this afternoon. I appreciate the hell out of that. Arco says, my man has returned just in time, too. How is it going, man? You got the vaccine energy yet? Good to see you, Arco. Hope everything's going well. Yep, I got my first round like 2 weeks ago or so. I go back on the 20th to get my second round Moderna vaccine. So, good to go on that. What else? Yeah, other than that, man, school's going good. It's challenging. We do a lot of scenarios and stuff that are really fun. But yeah, other than that, man, things are going well. The things that we've done recently, what have we done? We went to, we bought 3-day Disney passes for me, my wife, and my daughter. My daughter's free because she's under 3. Her birthday's in a couple weeks, but we're not going to tell Disney that next time we go. Cool. And we also went to a mountain cabin that we rented for the 3 of us. And so that's kind of what we've been doing lately. You know, whenever I don't have to study or go to class or anything like that, we've been really utilizing our time to do fun stuff together, you know. Yeah, I got some intern ride-alongs with fire department scheduled.
I watched the entire thing. I heard the secret messages within that 10-hour video. The voices will guide me. Happy anniversary hours. I meant it'd be honored if you'd watch my May 4th teaser.
Star Wars Story, thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Give me one sec. But Arco, I appreciate that, man. And yeah, I hope you're all shot up as well. And Sapity, thank you so much. Happy anniversary and good to see you again. Hope life and studies are well. Have yourself a good steak or brew. That's you know, we're still debating on where we want to go get dinner tomorrow night, Sapity. We have a few like favorite places, right? But the thing is, we were debating about going downtown Jacksonville. That's where we used to live. We used to have a house like right downtown, kind of like Riverside, this like really cool part of town, you know. That's where we used to live a couple years ago, and we owned this house for like 5 or 6 years. That was our old stomping grounds, and we were debating about going to our old stomping grounds, but you know, we live in the suburbs now, kind of closer. We live like in St. Augustine, and I think we're gonna do St. Augustine instead, like new stomping grounds, right? New stomping grounds, but so we don't know where we're going to go get dinner yet. Back in the day, we probably would have gone to a restaurant called Orsay. If anybody's from Jacksonville here, you probably know Orsay. It's one of the best. Dude, if you ever get to go to Orsay, you get the steak frites. Goddamn. Delicious. So, yeah, we'll probably end up going somewhere. I don't know. I have no idea what we're doing, man. But anyway, cheers. I appreciate that. I will post a picture of a good brew tomorrow for sure and say thanks, Sapity. But I hope you're doing well, man. And Mr. Star Wars Story, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. Star Wars Story says, HG, loved your vid 8 days ago. I watched the entire thing. I heard the secret messages within that 10-hour video. Nice. The voices will guide me. Happy anniversary hours. I meant I'd be honored if you'd watch my May 4th teaser. Nice. Yeah. Let me see. YouTube doesn't let me like click on someone's name anymore. And go directly to their channel. It's weird, man. Cool, I got it pulled up. Wait, where is it? Videos. Nice, 11,000 subscribers. Nice, man. That's awesome. Yeah, that video, I had to think of what you were talking about there for a second, Star Wars Story. I was like, what video did I upload 8 days ago? And it dawned on me, the April Fool's video. Did everybody, I'm curious, did everybody in this chat right now go to my April Fool's video? Man, my throat, man. Again. Yeah, did everybody was on it? Yeah. A lot of people did. Nice. Yeah, so that was a fun one. I didn't expect it to just, I mean, I knew I was just going to let it run. So, yeah, I feel like I should have done it for 24 hours. Oh well. But it was good. Yeah, man, I'll check out the channel. I'm trying to see if you'd watch my May the 4th teaser. Is it labeled May 4th teaser? Because I don't see anything. Maybe you haven't posted it yet. But for sure, I'll check it out. Had me raging, refreshing YouTube. Nice, man. But anyway, Star Wars Story, dude, thank you so much for the generous super chat. And I know things are super, super slow on the channel. After this class, I think maybe I'll get back into the swing of things. Because I don't think the next class will require as much, like, studying and bookwork. But we shall see. Anyway, I appreciate that story. And hope you're doing well, man. Somebody asked me if I'm a shellback. I'm actually not a shellback. Who asked that? Where did that go? Luke Anthony. No, I'm actually not a shellback. It's kind of crazy. Like, when I deployed South America, Central America, we had the opportunity. We were very, very close to the equator. We got very, very close to the equator, within like 50 miles. And our CO never. I mean, he could have just ceremonially crossed, right, and then made everybody a shellback. But we never did. We were very, very close. A shellback is somebody in the Navy who has crossed the equator on a ship. And then there's like a big kind of ceremony where, like, it's like just a big, like a hazing ceremony almost. You get sprayed with water. You have to crawl around the boat. It's like a big, traditional ceremony. If you have not crossed the equator, you're considered a polywog. So yeah, I didn't get to go through that ceremony, man. I think that's one of the things that's always going to bum me out that I never got to do. As stupid as it sounds, but yeah, I missed out on it too. I was like 100 miles away just doing boxes. Yeah, we were pretty close, man. Pretty close. Let me see. One sec. Sorry, guys. There we go. But yeah. And Not Steve, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Not Steve says, hope all is well, Greedo. Glad to catch the stream in time. Thoughts on rumors of New Republic Commando game? So, Not Steve. There is a New Republic Commando game, right? Or no. They're porting it over to modern systems, correct? Fans react to news of nostalgic cult classic video game launching on the Switch. Commando looks worse on Switch than Xbox due to glitch. Republic Commando remastered review. So they remastered it. That's not what you're talking about, though. Is there a Commando rumor? So there is a rumor of a New Republic Commando game. Is that correct? Rumor Republic Commando coming to Switch. So if that's the case, I have not heard the rumor. That shouldn't be surprising. I've been way out of the loop, like massively out of the loop with everything the past 4 months, as most of you guys know. So Republic Commando being on Switch, cool, man. Like I have it on Steam. And some of you guys might remember the first time I ever tried to play it. It might have been like 3 or 4 years now. And I sucked so bad at it. It was actually the first time I had ever played it. Because the game came out, like 2005? I wasn't playing... And it came out for what system? It came out for... Republic Commando came out for... the original Xbox. Oh, and it also came out for PC? I didn't realize that. So yeah, 2005, I wasn't playing much of anything other than like Counter-Strike. I had graduated high school the year before, messing around in college before I dropped out. So yeah, that's a game that completely passed me by. I wasn't a console gamer back then either, but yeah, man. So if there's a new one coming out, cool, obviously. I doubt it, but people seem to be into the remaster, right? I'm not going to say that I'll ever play it, but yeah. We'll see. Luke, hang tight real quick, okay, man? I'll answer that question. That's a good question. But anyway, Steve, we shall see, right? I heard rumors of sequel, but super hyped for remaster. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if I ever play it on a Switch or something. It's hard for me to buy a game on a console when I already own it on the PC, right? I just can't really bring myself to do it. But that's it. I've never been one for remasters either. I don't know why, man. Like, I don't know why. I've just never been one to get excited for remasters. There's really only 2 remasters that I've ever really played, I think. One was Age of Empires 2. They had like an HD remaster or something like that a couple years ago. And then the other one was like a Half-Life fan, like a fan remake of the original Half-Life with the modern Valve engine, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyway. I appreciate that, Steve. And Star Wars Story and Sam Bradby, thank you guys so much. Star Wars Story, sir. It's actually on May 4th. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, dude, when you post it, tweet it at me. And I should see it. I don't post very often anymore, so I don't get very many notifications, so that should not slip me by. But yeah, feel free to tweet it at me, man, and I'll take a look. But anyway. And Sam, I see you there. Sam says, didn't mean to send, just lost. Sam says, I sent 3, is that pounds? Yeah, it's very, very, I have my chat super small on my screen. Before I wrote my message, rookie air. Dude, post it in the chat. I'll read it anyway, but I appreciate the channel support this afternoon, man. Yeah, keep an eye on, or post it in the chat, and I'll read it and answer it. But Luke asks a very specific question, and I'm more than happy to answer it. Luke says, don't mean to be the guy asking all these military questions, but, and no need to apologize. Dude, I was just as lost as you might be when I was getting out too. And he asks, have you started your GI Bill? I'm getting out in a while and wondering how the process is. Yes, I've almost exhausted my GI Bill. I think I only have like 4 months left of my GI Bill, and it will literally cover the rest of fire school. And then I will be done with my GI Bill, which is crazy to think of that I've used it already. I fucked up though, Luke, and I'll tell you why in a second. But yes, it's a very, very smooth process. Basically every college I've been going to like a state college, a community college. It used to be a community college. It's a state college now. And they all have like VA representatives there. You just go in and you know, it's super easy, man. You talk to them, you fill out your certifications on your, like, through your VA account, through your educational benefits. I'm sure you know all that, how to access all that kind of stuff. And I have never had an issue with it. I've never had an issue with my post 9/11 GI Bill. Everything has been very, very smooth sailing. The first step you need to take is go talk to like a VA rep at the college you want to go to. They will walk you through it. It's a matter of just sending in a little bit of paperwork, and then boom, dude, it's been the smoothest thing. I know people bitch and moan about the VA, but like when it comes to education, I have had no issues in the 10 years that I've gotten out. It's been a dream. Now, the thing that I fucked up on, Luke, was, you know, you get an allotted amount of GI Bill access. I think it is a complete total of 4 years. So like 48 months, right? So, no, was that right? What am I thinking? Yeah, so like a total of 48 months. They will pay for 48 months. I believe this is how it works. They will pay for 4 years of your college. The problem is, and this is something that I never knew, is that I thought I could take like a class here and a class there, right? If you take, like, let's say you take one class in a semester, then that deducts months off of your GI Bill. And obviously, taking one class in a semester is doing you no good if you want a degree, right? I fucked up, and I didn't know that. I just, you know, right when I got out of the Navy, I just signed up for a couple classes and whatever. You know, I wasn't really thinking. So I wasted a lot of months of my GI Bill not realizing that it was ticking off time used, if that makes sense. So if you're going to use your GI Bill, man, take a full load of classes every single time. That is one of my biggest recommendations. Not only are you using the full access of your time and your benefits and whatnot, and not wasting it, you're also getting you're also getting full BAH, basic housing allowance. And it's all dependent on your zip code. So like, this is all public knowledge too, but like if you're taking let's say you're taking a full load of classes, in Jacksonville, a full load of classes in Jacksonville at a college, then the GI Bill will pay for your college, and then it will give you, if you're taking a full load, about $1,500 a month as a living expense. And it'll also give you a book stipend based on, I believe, the credit hours of each class. So, like, you might get a $500 book stipend. So that's how the GI Bill works, man, and it's great. If you have any questions, man, Luke, feel free to fire them over on Twitter. But it's a very, very smooth process, and I have not been. It's been extremely, surprisingly smooth. So yeah, man, yeah. To those of you who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. And maybe you're from another country other than the United States. If you serve in the military, it'll pay for your college. It's an incentive. So, yeah. Anyway, Sam, I'm gonna bump Sam's question up to the top. I see Rednacks here. I see Tolly Man, I see Stuart. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna bump Sam up because he sent a super chat earlier and forgot to type a message, if you don't mind, so I appreciate that, guys. Sam Bradby asks, what you've been watching recently? Recommendations? We have actually been watching a show called Counterpart, starring J.K. Simmons, and it anytime, Luke, absolutely, man. So yeah, Sam, we've been watching a show called Counterpart. J.K. Simmons is in it. It's pretty good so far. We are like 6 episodes in, and we started it just because I literally Googled like best sci-fi shows to watch streaming now or some shit like that. And it's really good, man. I don't want to spoil anything, but it gets better as the first season goes on. Like the first few episodes kind of felt like some not shitty, but like some kind of run-of-the-mill NBC drama, sci-fi drama that you know what I mean, with some fun ideas sprinkled in. But it gets pretty good, man. So yeah, I recommend watching Counterpart. We're not done with the first season yet, but yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Other than that, we really haven't been watching much of anything because I study so many hours during the week at night. You know, my daughter goes to bed. I'll go for a run and then study for a couple hours. I don't know, Donnie. I really don't know. It's just like an example. Like it just felt like a run-of-the-mill kind of cop drama, but it's not a cop drama. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, other than that, we watched that Into the Storm documentary. We 5 episodes into that. Wacky motherfuckers. Yeah, man, literally other than that, we have not watched much of anything. What movies have we watched recently? Golly. Not much of anything, man. It's basically school. And like when I'm usually like, if I'm done studying, it might be like 10 o'clock at night. My wife might be watching a show on the couch and I'll be sitting there with earbuds in, you know, studying. I'll be like, all right, I'm done studying. And then we'll like watch an episode of Good Mythical Morning or something like that and go to bed. For whatever reason, man, when the pandemic hit, some Good Mythical Morning was recommended to us on YouTube on our TV. I was like, what the hell is this? And we watched an episode. I was like, all right, I can get into this. And then we just that's our like bedtime routine. I'm done studying. You want to watch an episode of Good Mythical Morning? Married with a kid, man, going to school. That's how it is. But anyway, I appreciate that, Sam. And Tolly Man and Stuart, thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Tolly Man says, Hey, HG, thanks for having this stream right now. Waiting to hear back on my first potential job in print journalism doing sports reporting. Oh, nice, man. That's exciting. Congratulations. And if you get it, awesome. So you're waiting to hear back if you got the job. That's exciting, man. I'm sure that's super nerve-wracking. I feel like I don't really have anxiety with big stuff, but that's something that I feel like I would have a lot of anxiety about. You know, just waiting around twiddling my thumbs. Dude, it's so weird. It's so weird. I was talking to my wife about this this morning. It's so weird. I don't have anxiety with big shit. It's weird. Like big shit, like illness or shit that matters, right? Like I don't know. Like a good example, I didn't realize that our mortgage went up like $100 a couple months ago. I was like, oh shit. That I should have anxiety about missing those payments, but it was an instant fix, right? I should have had anxiety when I found that out. Nah, it doesn't matter. I have the dumbest anxiety about the dumbest shit. Like the other day at school, I forgot to sign the roster. I woke up at like 1 a.m. realizing that I forgot to sign the roster, and that kept me up for like 30 minutes. I have the dumbest anxiety about the dumbest shit. But again, when it comes to big shit, like, oh, my wheel's about to fall off because I need a new wheel bearing, which actually happened about a month ago. Felt like I was driving. It felt like my car was falling apart. I had no anxiety. I drove it for another month. I thought I was gonna explode the car. But yeah, the dumbest little shit I have the worst anxiety about. It's weird, man. Anyway, but how did we get on that? Anyway, I want a candidate, not too worried about it, but it's just filling the time until I get the call/email. Nice. If you get it, congrats. If you don't, keep pushing. But that's exciting, man. Print journalism, sports reporting. Yeah, that'd be a fun gig. That's obviously something that there's no question on my mind, that you have a passion for, right? Sports reporting. Hell yeah, man. Congrats. Next time I stream, let us know, Tolly, if you get it, all right? But I appreciate that. Print journalism. I wonder how that is nowadays. I mean, everybody says that's kind of like a dying industry, but I don't know. I mean, there's still a market for it, obviously. It's fun. That'd be fun. I think I would like that more than like digital stuff. Because digital stuff, there's so much fucking clickbait. You see it on YouTube, right? I mean, you look at even Star Wars YouTubers over the years. Like, they'll say... The way I've heard some Star Wars YouTubers justify their titles is bonkers. Like, I've seen Star Wars YouTubers, I mean, over the past, let's say, 6-7 years, right? Even before The Force Awakens came out, they will say, like, blah, 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 identity leaked. And then, in quotes, my leak, or something like that. Like, what the fuck do you mean by that? My leak. My leak. Oh, it leaked out of your brain? Oh! You're not trying to trick everybody, making everybody think that you have some inside source and this information leaked, right? Oh, it leaked from my brain. Oh, I didn't even know what I was doing. I just put leaked in the title. I had no idea that I was doing this. I didn't know I was trying to deceive people. Fucking goons. That's how I see, like, a lot of digital journalism or YouTube. But I bet print, there's a little bit more, like, validity to a lot of this shit, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that back in the day, like, Snoke's identity leaked, and then in parentheses it might say, like, my leak or something like that, and you watch the video, and then they'll say, like, leaked from my brain, or, like, they won't bring up the fact that it says leaked at the top, they'll just say their theory, right? God, I hate it, man. It's so dumb. It, like, embarrasses me. It embarrasses me as a human being. And maybe it's the fact that I've, like, the channel has always been, I've always seen it as more of a fun thing, and most of you guys know that. I've never been like the most reliable uploader. Even when I was like doing channel almost full time because of the pandemic, I would still only upload like 1 or 2 videos a week, right? Maybe if it was always my main gig, I would try to do like schemy bullshit like that. But it embarrasses me that people try to, I don't know, man. There's so much trickery in trying to get eyeballs on your shit on YouTube that it's just like, I don't know, it's sleazy. And I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's a small example of a larger problem online, right? But anyway, man, how do we get down that rabbit hole? Stuart, Sam, I appreciate it, guys. Stuart says, when are you going to make that video where you show us Star Wars fans overreacting to stuff like solo posters? That's something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Actually, you brought it up. I actually tweeted about that not too long ago on like the 3-year anniversary of that happening. Let me find that tweet. So some of you guys might not remember, before Solo came out. So when was that? 2018? Is that when that was? Yeah, here we go. This status. If you go to this status, you'll see what I'm talking about. Was it 2018? Yeah, 2018. So before Solo came out, in 2018, there was posters, Solo posters that did not have blasters on them. And obviously, what did YouTube do? What did people do that generally overreact to stupid nothing on the internet, right? Well, they said that this was censorship. They said this was some kind of like political statement by Disney, that they were removing blasters, blah, 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 blah. It took a day to investigate it, and these posters were actually from Brazil, and it was Brazil's decision to not include blasters, and it was like a big nothing. But hey, man, a lot of people got their ad revenue off of that rage bait. So yeah, that's kind of a video that I've always wanted to make. You know, people overreacting to fucking nothing. That's another thing that embarrasses me as like a man. People just overreacting to stupid nothing. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Eventually, man. Eventually. Eventually, man. There is an industry of grifters who aim to divide. It's kind of, just a random thought, but if you ever listen to John McCain on the House floor, he talks about this. It's kind of interesting. He talks about, like, don't listen to the pundits on the radio. They're trying to divide you. That, our misery is their profit. Our division is their livelihood. And there is an industry, as goofy as it is, as minuscule as it is to other problems, there is an industry on YouTube that talks about Star Wars. That's entire kind of livelihood rides on that division. And we should all be wary of that, and once again, it embarrasses the fuck out of me. But anyway, Stuart, eventually, man. Eventually. Sam Bradby, once again, thank you so much. Coming in with the final super chat and channel support. I did not realize that we went 10 minutes over, but I appreciate the hell out of it. Sorry, guys. Still got that call. Sam says, been a while since I've been here. What are you studying, Sam? So, yeah, I'm actually becoming a firefighter. I'm about 4 months into the academy. It's been fun. It feels like a perfect fit. Like, I told my wife that one of the main reasons that I'm doing this is, there's a few reasons. One is, obviously job security. When the pandemic hit, I realized that, my freelance graphic design and photography stuff wasn't really going to cut it because what happened when the pandemic hit? Well, the first to go are the freelance contractors and the photographers that, they're not on your payroll. They're contractors. So, all of my freelance gigs dried up. And another reason I'm doing this is because it's always been a thing that I've always wanted to do. It was one of the original plans that I had when I got out of the Navy. Just never pursued it because I kind of fell into another job. And I'm going to be 35 next month. I don't want to be any older when I'm trying this, when I'm on the job, So job security, something I've always wanted to do. And I miss the camaraderie. I miss the boat life. I miss my squadron. And this feels like it's going to be a pretty damn good fit. So, yeah, man. That's what I'm up to. But cheers. I appreciate that, Sam. It's been going good so far. You asked me what I was watching earlier. I actually, this is not something that I watched, it's something that I read. I finished reading the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Loved it. One of my all-time favorite books. I had never read it before. It's goofy. It's clever. It's super British. Yeah, man. It's good. So I actually bought the Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy collection, which comes with all the books in the series. So I'm about to start the next book in the series called The Restaurant at the End of the Universe, I think it's called. Yeah, so anyway. Cool, guys. That's fun, man. It's been a while. Good to see you. That was 42 minutes of a 30-minute live stream. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, shooting the shit. I appreciate the channel support this afternoon. I know I'm not very present here nowadays, but I hope to be sooner rather than later, Anyway, thanks to everybody who supported the channel. Thanks to everybody who hung out with me, shot the shit. Thanks to all the people who just listened and didn't say a damn word in the chat. The channel survives because of you guys. So I will catch you all on the flip side. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I'll see you guys later. See ya.